Alright everyone, last week Rauch Chapter 3 came out and it was absolutely insane. First of all, we should talk about this cool Rauch design we got in the early pages of this chapter. And emphasis on cool, since he was covered in ice during all of it. This was because of the villain of this chapter and the last one, the Evening Star. At the end of last chapter, which I sadly didn't have time to make a review on, the Evening Star at point blank blasted Rauch with a ton of ice, and in this chapter we got a very good view on Rauch's face afterwards, and this is just so beautifully drawn. It's absolutely insane. This panel right here has to be one of my favorites. Rauch honestly looks really skeleton-like in these panels, which is definitely an interesting take for someone covered in ice to be in. Honestly, it looks like something out of Berserk. It just looks like that good. As good as the way that Rauch was able to defeat the Evening Star, because it is a pretty good way of showing how attentive Rauch is when it comes to fighting. So he noticed that the Evening Star could only use his ability if he was directly between his opponent and the planet. So Rauch used his powers to take space from one side of him and put it in the other side of him so that he wouldn't be directly straight of the opponent and instead be more to the side so that the ice powers would not work. So he took space from one side of his body and put it in the other side. That's really cool, and I wish I could do something similar but in reverse, as I wish the 79.1% of my audience not subscribed to my channel would then go to the other side and decide to subscribe. But hey, let's hope that happens at one point. Please. Something interesting I want to talk about is the Astronaut. Yes, the Astronaut from chapter 1 once again makes an appearance, but in this chapter we have a more concrete reasoning behind his character's existence. Before, the Astronaut, or I guess the champion as Rauch likes to call him, just seemed like some bystander who was just there to contrast between the supernatural elements of this world and our normal world. But in chapter 3 we get more of a goal towards his character. He's looking to get rid of Rauch, but through what seems to be getting rid of himself and Rauch at the same time. He's mainly looking to get rid of himself and then take Rauch down with him. And what's interesting here is that the Astronaut mentions his mother a lot. I wonder if this could be foreshadowing of another villain in the series maybe, or if the mother is just supposed to be the champion's motives for his actions. I would like to see the former though, since I do wonder how just a normal human is supposed to compete with these really strong beings. However, the Astronaut is not the only character from chapter 1 to make a reappearance, as the Protector, aka the guy who had the spear and the empty eyes, appeared right after Rauch looked to have dealt with all his foes. And I'm not even going to downplay it, but I was really shocked and popped off on this. Like, that's just crazy. The Protector literally disintegrated at the end of chapter 1. And here he is again. I guess this tells us that even if a character ends up like this, they could probably still return in the series. Either that, or the Protector is unique in his ability. Either way, his appearance here was really cool, and we got a great fight out of it as well, including Rauch being in what seems to be the most pain he suffered since the series started, as he got surprise attacked by the Protector's spear. But something really cool in this chapter is in the very last panel, where Rauch says, "You can't stop me. Nothing can stop the Blackstar," with Blackstar being in those really cool quotes that we see in JoJo a lot. I really do wonder what the Blackstar is, and I'm hoping the build-up is gonna be worth it. And you know who else is worth it? Usagi Aloha-o. So check out this video I made regarding the topic.